And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the ball first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Slater. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him all week.
Turning it on! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And the Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The give on the inside. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done?
Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Wiggins. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins, guys, you start to really like the offense.
Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Rush is on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the ground with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Badgers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Slater. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Toledo. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. There he goes! Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Sherrill. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to pound their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sherrill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Badgers are on the move. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Lining up to convert third down. The give from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He leaves it with his back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires to the big fella. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Samuel. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking left. Got his man. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Touchdown, Badgers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it.
Get set, get set.
Gonna run it. It's Christensen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Handoff to the single back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6.
4-2 Spider.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Ready to try the point after. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense
lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sherrill. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go!
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Jackrabbit.
On the run, it's Samuel. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Badgers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And some room to work. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. That's caught. It's Wiggins.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Spartans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6-time tonight. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Finds his man. It's Sherrill. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Ready? Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Just a return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Caught over the middle. It's Sherrill. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Badgers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Toledo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Plows through the defense. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Christensen. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against